pickpocket. The divine smile of charitable soul.
Never should have. No sign.
Oh my gosh. In we go.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. All right then.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army until I took... Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Good to see you again.
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. There's an author named Aldonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's party.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
You know about Talos? Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn. The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't take kindly to being told what to do, and to try and forget Talos, well, they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears. Like anyone, a crisis will push them towards devotion. I've been seeing a lot of the Shattershields since they lost their daughter. Hilevi Cruelsea comes in a lot, but I haven't seen her husband here in years. Ulfric prays for strength. I speak to Captain Lonelygale, but he doesn't spend much time here. Too busy. Blessings of Archay be upon you.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook of Candlehearth Hall. Can't just throw the big log.
Everyone says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyfall. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Whether it's armor you
Working
need
in
or a new
Windhelm is
blade.
great. I get to see Ulfric up close. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. A word of advice. Don't buy discounted
Looking
armor.
to protect yourself or deal some damage? If you meet anyone in your travels who needs good steel, send them my way.
Leads.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us. Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her
I'd
so
travel
much.
more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days? It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Thank you for your custom. If you look, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Do you sell leaks?
I'll see you again soon, I hope. Yes?
Leaks. Give me this leak.
Here are my prayers.
I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my... It's all in the swing. Let me show you. Our little girl died recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong mead, but nothing gives my Tova peace. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one. Thank you.
Here's your amulet.
I hope RK grants my wife some comfort. Thank you. Here, I always pay my debts. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms
trinkets,
with my
odds
daughter's
and
death.
ends, that sort of thing.
Leaks.
Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on.
I've been
I'm a
meaning to
dark
see
elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum.
You have piqued my curiosity.
I'll be fine.
Master, you're far too old. It's a journey. We don't know what's inside.
I can... just...
You see, you're not well. Have a seat, and I'll fetch you some tonic.
No. If there was a tonic that could help me, I would have found it by now.
Just a man's life work is all. Finally derived the location of the White Phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Corral Mill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Corral Mill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach his resting place. Luckily for you, I've already made the mixture. Here, take it. Please, don't dally. I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here. I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the Phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the Eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. The legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the Phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Why are you still standing
My master
around
can be a
here?
bit short-tempered, but
get me the
I've learned
Phial,
so
you
much from
fool.
him. Are you kidding? I came all the way from Cyrodiil just to work with him. He's not the best teacher, but just watching him, I've learned so much. It doesn't matter what I believe. Norelian does. And it might be the only thing keeping him alive right now. All right, then.
Okay.
By shore, is that Azura's star? How did you come to possess such a rare treasure?
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. I killed a lot of high elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfear. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes.
Spare a coin. Oh, thank you. Divine. Bless your... It's so... Up to no good. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you. But it'll cost you. What? Why are you skulking about like that? Filthy pickpocket! The divine smile on a charitable soul.
Never should have.
No sound.
Come on.
It's so good to see you. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you. But it'll cost you. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you.
Sure.
It'll cost you.
I just need to increase my pickpocket invoice, man.
This is an ode to Skyrim's
You.
truest sons
You a
and
dark
daughters.
elf lover?
The storm
Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash.
We drink to our youth.
Don't like it? Don't think I can take you? All right. Fist. Only. None of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. What was that?
Our blood and our steel will take back our home.
Who taught you to fight? Somebody don't stop!
Those Strolls are actually fighting.
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah. Here. We ought to dig a big hole. Throw all them dark elves and Argonians in it. And let them tear each other to pieces. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. But what do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor elves, too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. Get out of my face.
What?
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when
Need
she
something?
knows
Please
so little
forgive
about
my
them?
mood.
All right, then.
I'm still coming to terms with
This
my
one's a
daughter's
favorite
death.
of mine.
Name's News. I'm
I
the
still
cook
can't
of
believe
Candlehearth
Isabella's
Hall.
gone. She was such a helpful young lass. Now, more than ever, the world needs tales of
If
heroism.
it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. Looks like you've got some help already. I'll join you, but you'll have to let your comrade go. What do you say? Best not to walk the roads of Skyrim alone.
I've been a bit
If you've
out
got
of
some
sorts
time,
since
stop by my house
since our
of
daughter was
curiosity.
taken from us.
I promise you'll see
Not really
wonders.
sure what to do with myself anymore.
My sister and I once
just miss her
traveled the
so
world
much.
to assemble our collection.
You'll know the Dragonborns come.
Leaks. Surely you have a leech.
This here's candle. Let's save that appetite, Did you see the candle above the fire? It was when word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too. I don't care much for the war, one way or the other.
Bro.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino... in the black... Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthiness we baptize in blood and fear. Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother.
Okay.
Why won't you answer me? You've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
Right. About that.
You did? Really? This is the best news I've ever gotten. I mean, I knew the Dark Brotherhood was good, just not that good. You killed the old hag before I even asked. Oh, and please, take this as payment. It's an old family heirloom, supposed to be pretty valuable. It should fetch you a nice price. Thank you again. I'll go back to the orphanage in a while. I'll give them time to, you know, clean up the mess. When I grow up, I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you.
They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? There. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. Thanks.
Cramped alleys, rundown buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult.
What?
That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you. I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven
Who are you
for
talking
my
to?
kind. I was wrong. The Grey Quarter is not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad. Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the corner club on his own. Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. It was a pleasure.
Move. Grey quarters?
Let me know if you see anything you like. All my... Take a look.
Do you have...
Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous. But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while. I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I do some... A few intrepid souls even brought items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax.
Farm work. Farm work? Oh, wait.
Can, but I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices. Of course, working for Bolfrida isn't my first choice. But what else can a Dunmer do out here?
You need anything, come see me. I'm as
Apparently, some North things have been a lot worse around. Take a look.
Leaks. Leaks.
Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind. So we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road. And here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, what they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind.
I have a lot of respect for Ambaris Frandar, but his views are a little extreme.
Barbus! Can't do anything with you, man.
If you're looking to get a drink, Candlehearth Hall's got warm fires and strong ale. Alright then.
Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children.
Talos, one's dead. That's my supporters.
Must be heartbroken.
I mostly deal with petty thievery.
Algrith won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord.
Well,
He'll
man.
come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on the White Run.
Bro. Join the Imperial.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
They all know that.
Grew up here.
How long?
Cold as at Mora. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun.
I'm not sure you belong
If we can
here,
take the
friend.
city without bloodshed, only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
I believe we already met.
Is that so? Yes. You were with us in Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Raylof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
We're ready.
Stornoblenzia.
You are.
Things hinge on Whiterun.
Helgen.
We can take the city without bloodshed.
Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. But first, tell me, why does a Breton want to fight for Skyrim? Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home? All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you. That's what I like to hear. So long as you can back up those words with steel. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. There's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. We'll see about that, won't we? The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false king.
We've been soldiers a long
All the
time.
kings upstairs.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolves.
Ooh.
Now I remember. You're that new member of the Companions.
If Ulfric needs
So
it,
you-
mind what or who you practice this on. Strength and steel are well How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner. We are their families.
Alright.
What's the hurry?
Brune Wolf. Master. Okay. Awesome. Can I shoot to shoot?
I lost my twin sister. My father says we need to just get on with our lives.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Oh, what is this? Wow, 24.
What's the...
What's the... Okay. No! Oh my god. Oh yes, lockpicking.
Hey, hands off.
Jura!
Hey, hands off.
By the order of the Yard, I command you to hold. By the order of the Yard, stop right there.
Since you put it that way, I think we can overlook your crime for now.
Ha ha ha.
Spare up to no good, are we? I'll teach you. It'll cost you.
No, you don't need to open.
You lost? My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our... I don't care much for... It bothers... Need something? Well, hello.
Wait, I know you.
You're on your house. You don't know me. So pile tomatoes. Tomatoes, potatoes. Warehouse. There's no one works here. Argonian assemblage.
You must leave immediately. You need to leave.
By the hist, if I don't get something soon, I don't know how I'll get through the week. No, I'm not. I feel like my scales are clawing into me. Maybe you could help an old Argonian out? I heard some of the sailors talking about how they stashed a bottle of double-distilled skooma in the Nissus Corner Club. I just need a taste. Thank you. I'll be waiting for that bottle. I would not complain if you returned with some skooma. Look, we don't have much love for your kind down here.
Skyrim isn't very friendly for Argonians, so we mostly just keep out of the way. Oh yes, after all, what's the point in being miserable all the time? I know life on the docks isn't easy. Sometimes life puts you in difficult circumstances you didn't choose. But being happy or unhappy is a choice you make. And I've chosen to make the best of things that I can. I enjoyed our talk.
I'm missing someone.
We're used to getting by on scraps, but the Shatter Shields want everything for nothing. Torbjorn Shatter Shield. I wish someone would beat the coin out of his fat fists. He clings to every septim. He says an Argonian's labor is only worth 1/10 of a proper Nord worker. My people are not slaves. You can try, but we've gotten nowhere talking to him ourselves. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft.
Office.
We're one of the same kind. Looking for shipping? We always offer better service than the East Empire Company. Safe travels.
The Nords don't appreciate us, but so what? I don't appreciate them right back.
East Empire Company?
I know this place looks horrible. Please, don't hold it against the company. Sad, isn't it? We can't afford to keep the place running since these attacks started. Pirates, you see. Raiding all along the coast, from Hammerfell to Vardenfell. Only the Shatter Shields appear safe. A very powerful family in Windhelm. They run a private shipping operation and would love to have the docks to themselves. Wouldn't surprise me if they were in league with the pirates somehow. Not yet, no. But perhaps an intrepid person such as yourself could help with that? They have a dark elf who oversees their operations, Suveris Atherin. She's meticulous to a fault, and keeps a logbook with every transaction she makes. If it were to somehow end up in my hands, I wouldn't argue. They call themselves the Bloodhawkers. They've been around as long as I can remember, but only recently focused on our ships. A dastardly group, but they're more than simple brigands. Shrewd, clever, not to be trifled with. Our own security forces are limited, and all the mercenaries are tied up in this ridiculous war. We don't even know their base of operations, and attacking single ships won't really solve the problem. All right then.
Okay, a new quest. Still Suvara's logbook. Wait, what?
Another day.
Hey, that is so easy.
Looking for shipping? We always offer better service than the East Empire Company.
God, that logo, man.
These lazy Argonians better get their tails moving.
I might return you, man.
You hear about the Shatter Shield girl?
The Nords don't appreciate us, but so what? I don't appreciate them right back. Look, we don't have much love for your kind down here.
If you get me the logbook, I'll have proof of Shattershield's treachery. How did you get it? No, never mind. I probably should know. I see. It looks like Severus has been traveling to Dawnstar to meet with the pirate crew there. Get to Dawnstar and see what you can find out about these rogues. I'd wager they won't be too far from the tavern. Try to find out where their fortress is. The captain, Stig's plane, has to know something.
Yes. Stick soak plank. Alright. Oh, just a farm. Please be leeks. I need some leeks. That is not a leek. Leeks. Here's some wee.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull. The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in footsteps of my ancestors.
Bro, wait, is that Jaspy? That's not Jaspy, man. Whoa! Seriously, are you guys stuck?
Wait, I know you.
You don't know me.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Thank you, thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours. Do come again.
1,000 gold. Huh?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, yes.
Apparently some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, right, I forgot I need some numbers.
Farm work is
Wingskammer to that guy, and Orion. Alright.
I've been looking for you.
The hell
That's
did you
something I'm
come
supposed
from?
to deliver. Your hands only. Yeah, got this note.
From who?
Don't know. Creepy fella. Black robe. Couldn't see his face. Paid me. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Mysterious? Nope. We know. You know nothing.
Hey, watch it!
Leave my tools alone. You have yours and I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Well, my friend, if you think those boots need more coin, I'll make it happen. But I'm doing this for you, not them. Please forgive my...
Okay, that was easy.
I'm still coming to terms with my
Be careful!
Name's New.
Horses, all day long. Do you have any idea how...
Araña. I need leeks. What up, man?
The young folks are too happy to break their backs for the Nords. They forget what it was like to swim free. Thank you so much. Here, let me show you a thing or two about not attracting attention to yourself. I will not complain if you return this way. I wish the Nords, Argonians, and Dark Elves in Windhelm got along better. You talked Torbjorn down? I'm impressed. Here I was saving this for a rainy day. Maybe now I can afford a few more for my people. Take it. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft.
Return to Delvin, Dr. Stick Soap Plank. I mean, I could do that. Oh, I need to return a ring actually.
I hope we reach Markarth soon.
Yeah, I hope.
I can take it. Where are you headed?
Don't start.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Wait a minute. Since I'm here, the break of the mythic dawn. No, it's something else. Visit the Museum of Dawnstar. That's what I'm looking for.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is open in Medina.
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belong to the Mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the Mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago. That museum is a mistake.
To Frida. Frida! Frida. Are you over there? Are you Frida? your feet up.
Frost took my... Thank you. Here, let an old alchemist pass on some of her secrets to you.
Yes!
All right, then.
Oh, bless me. Bless me, guys.
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a ship's captain. I'm going to prove them wrong.
Stick soap. One peek in.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for.
Sounds good.
Let's talk inside.
Pieces of the past. Well, guys, heroes. Wait, Maurice? Wouldn't peek in. Oh. Well, guys. And heroes. This just has been a long journey.